Ugh. Let me grab this right here. I'm gonna move these over here. The second fragrance that we're gonna be tapping into is gonna be Pegasus. Again, if y'all know any clones, let me know down in the chat. Make sure y'all drop those clone fragrances that y'all do know of already down in the chat. We're gonna tap into Pegasus real quick. We're gonna see how this one's coming off. I'm telling you, the one good thing about knowing the Parfums de Marley rep, you can always get more, fam. I can always hit them up and get some more. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, this smells somewhat familiar. Like I got something like this. I have something like this. Hold on. Okay, now this one's very high on that bitter almond. A very much so an aromatic style fragrance. Somewhat spicy in a way with a slight bit of freshness, like a citrus freshness to it. Yeah. I've smelt something like this before. I need to see, and that's why I love doing these live, because now I can easily, like, I can revert back to this, go back, see what I got, and then bring y'all the comparison of what I was getting before compared to what I'm getting after I let it sit for a little while and I sit and enjoy the fragrance. But I will say this is much more so on that bitter almond side. I can see how Pegasus is much more of a unique fragrance compared to Greenlee, because Greenlee was straight mass appeal in my eyes. Where Pegasus, remember, mass appeal is on the S tier. Pegasus, to me, would more so be on that B tier of things. Like, I can't see too many people just, oh yeah, let me go get a full bottle of that. Like, some people will probably prefer the clone. Some people will probably prefer like a 10 ml decant. I can't see myself getting a 10 ml decant of this. But as far as a full bottle, I don't know. I would have to really experience it, and that's where those decants will come in handy. But this one right now, it does have some, and I think it's mostly just that bitter almond that's giving me those similarities to other fragrances, especially how it's mixing together with that aromatic freshness that the lavender is giving you with a slight bit of citrus. But this fragrance is extremely high on like that bitter almond accord of things. I think I know what I have that's like this, but I think I might have traded that fragrance a while back. This is very much so that Armand fragrance. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it. It has a belt around it. Man, I forgot. I really did. I traded that a while back because I wasn't the biggest fan of that type of DNA. Like, it was cool, but it wasn't something that I just personally just saw myself wearing like that. I really forgot the name of that. And oh my gosh, I don't have it no more. It was Armand. Let me check the chat, because I know y'all know which one I'm talking about. Sensei, let me know down in the chat, man. It was an Armand. It had a belt around it. Man, let me go back. I gotta tap into it now. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. Because I do know of a clone that's like this, but one thing that I will say is that clone did smell very similar to this fragrance. Craze by Armand. That's the one. Craze is actually a great clone of this. I still very much so remember what Craze smelled like. Now, of course, the Parfums de Marley has a better quality of notes than what you get from the Armand Craze, but it's still very much so in that same fragrance where even if you just like this type of DNA or this type of fragrance, you can really rock with that Armand Craze if you're really trying to find a clone of Pegasus. Yeah, man, a lot of freshness, man. That heliotrope is in there too. It's kind of doing this thing, but that bitter almond is really the difference maker in it and what makes it shine a lot. Oh, we got a super chat in the building. Hold on, man. We got a super chat in the building. In all seriousness, I'm waiting on that Altair Inherit in terms of which is a creamy vanilla. Now, I will say this, Trevor. I will say this. Hey, man, you know, we always appreciate the super chats over here, man. Thank you so much, fam. We greatly do appreciate that. I will tell you right now, if you're looking, I've smelled Altair before. I did a first impression video on that a while back. The one thing that I am going to do, and I'll do this for you because, you know, you did the super chat. I got you on this one. What I'll do is, I remember when I smelled Altair, it was coming out very similar to a Mercedes-Benz Club Black, in my opinion. Very much so in that same vein. So what I'm going to do is, when I get to that one, I'm going to do Altair on wrist, Mercedes-Benz Club Black on wrist. And I'll let you know, but I'm still going to give you that individual breakdown. But salute, I appreciate the super chat, fam. Thank you, man. We greatly appreciate that over there. I don't understand at all. She says it every time. Man, look, man. I tried to get, when I did my first impression on Spice Bomb Dark Leather yesterday. Y'all know if you saw the video, I love that fragrance. That might be the next one that I pick up and throw up on the wall with the other Spice Bombs. My lady, she did not like it, bro. If you could have saw the face that she made when I put it up against her, I'm like, what's wrong with you? I thought, man, come on. And that's where it's hard for me, because I'm still going to wear what I want because it's me. Like, I like to wear the fragrances that I like. I was quite taken back when she said that she didn't like that one, bro. I'm just going to let you know. The new Dior Noir bottles and Layton exclusive clone, the Haultain clone, but don't remember the names. Yes, I do remember that Haultain. Yeah, I remember they got 3 of them. I know it's the Layton one, that's the Dior Noir, that's Layton. I know that Haultain has a green one. I definitely do plan on getting that one also, because again, I got something that I can compare it with now. So I do plan on getting that one. Make sure you got your notifications set, because that one will be coming up as well. Fragrance World, as here is Greenleaf. Yeah, hey, shout out to Sensei. Shout out to Sensei, man, because you know what it is. Fragrance World. Yeah, because that Greenleaf is nice. That Greenleaf is nice. If y'all are just not making it into the chat, man, make sure that if you know of any Parfums de Marly clones of the fragrances that we're going to be going over, make sure you drop them down in the chat so I can check them out and drop a review on those. First impression, let y'all know my thoughts, how close they are. So if you see people talking like Sensei, dropping fragrances down in the chat, that's all it is. He's letting me know of clones that he know of these Parfums de Marly fragrances. So make sure y'all drop them down in the chat for you, boy. Like Pegasus, but love Pegasus exclusive. I do not think I have that one, fam. I do not think I have that one. Oh Lord. So he dropping all of them. I don't think I have a decan of that one. I gotta hit up the rep and see if I can get a decan of that one. I don't think I have that one in this lineup though. I appreciate that, man. I didn't like Pegasus, too feminine and metallic, just odd for me. And I can't see that. Especially that metallic side, now that you pointed it out. I really can't see that metallic side of it. And it is a little bit more feminine leaning. It's definitely on that unisex side. Like, I can see men and women really enjoying that fragrance. Especially if you're a big fan of like that bitter almond, the aromatics that you'll be getting, that heliotrope. I'm curious to see how that one's going to be in the dry down, because it does have a little bit of vanilla and amber, I think. So I am curious to see how sweet it gets as it starts to transition. But right now, Pegasus to me is like it will be a good unisex fragrance for sure. Craze, yep. Armaf Craze, yep. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So, hey, the pocket's a little slim, or if you want a more affordable fragrance, you can get Craze. That Craze Purchase Jones sounds good. Looking to add that one. Are you talking about the Perseverance? The Absolute joint? I do want to get that one also. What is a good website for samples? I know that if you want to get decants, so like if you want to get, I have 2 websites that I get my decants from right now. Especially if it's individual ones that I'm picking out. I like to go to Fragrance Lord, that one. Hold on, I'm trying to find the decant. I got them right behind. So one thing I do like Fragrance Lord, because in Fragrance Lord you can get 8 mLs. And that 8 mLs is like a travel size decant. So you know you can get this one right here. I think I do have a couple. I got 1 or 2 Parfums de Marly ones from Fragrance Lord that's in this travel. But these are 8 mls. You can get these travel size from Fragrance Lord, and they also have 2 mls. But me personally, I prefer to get the 8 mls because once I'm done with the juice, I can just swap this out and I can use this for travel fragrances. And then the second one that I like to use is gonna be the same one that I got my most recent Spice Bomb from, and that one is going to be Decant House. Now the one thing about Decant House is, let's say if you, and they come in very basic atomizers, like basic travel sprays. Decant House is real good if you don't care about presentation and you just want to get like a full line of something. Like my first time experiencing Decant House, I ended up getting a full line of the Stronger With You line. I was able to get every single fragrance from that whole line because they had it all on their website, from Absolute to Intensely to Oud to Leather. I was able to get every single one of those, and I think I got most of them in like a 3 to 5 ml. Now the one thing about Decant House is they do 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10 mls. So you have a lot more options with Decant House, whereas with Fragrance Lord, their samples only come in 2 mls and 8 mls. I do not get sponsored to talk about them, but that's who I prefer to get my decants from, unless I'm doing unless I'm getting a discovery set. If I'm doing a discovery set, then I'm just gonna look for the best price. But if I need a whole line of a fragrance, I'm gonna go with Decant House. If I'm getting individual fragrances and I'm picking and choosing, I go with Fragrance Lord. I hope that answers your question, King. I want to get my hands on Liquid Burn. Hey, me too, fam. Me too, bro. I'm telling you, you is not the only one. Lalique White is Parfums de Marly Galloway. Nice. I'm telling you, Sensei coming with the notes up in here, for real. Danny, salute to you, fam. Salute to my guy, Danny. John Barbados Food. Oh, beautiful. Hey, you know what it is. Come on, man. You know what it is. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this one during the fall and winter time. Like, it's still not at that point to where I can wear it and actually experience it, because it's still somewhat in the 90s, 80s here in Texas. But yes, I'm excited. I'm eager to try that John Barbados food. I'm surprised the weather is like that where you're at, though. Scent Splits is my go-to for niche decants. I have heard that a couple of times, man. I have heard that a little bit. All right, now let's get it.